Namaste, namaste, and welcome to this short video practice. Today we're going to do just one round through of a sequence that we've been working on recently. And for this sequence, you don't need any equipment, you just need some space around your mat because you'll be rolling on and off the mat, as you will see. As I say, this is the very short version, just one round to each side of lovely creative flows and transitions. And there will be a longer video practice with the opportunity to practice a few more rounds and with a little additional instruction. So come to your mat. We'll start in a kneeling position, just taking a couple of deep breaths here. Finding yourself kind of dropping into center, grounding, softening any tension you've carried onto the mat with you. And then when you're ready, you can come into hands and knees for doing some cat-cow pose. So we're going to firm the belly and just gently lift in the pelvic floor, press the feet down, breathing in as you look forward, gliding the shoulder blades down to open your chest, and then rounding through your spine, scooping your belly in, tucking your tailbone under, chin to chest. Breathing in forward. And breathing out as you round. One more like this, breathing in. And breathing out. From this up cat posture, we're going to take the right side of the body to the right, and then the belly towards the floor, the left side of the body to the left, and the back of the body to the ceiling. So we end up with a barrel rolling cat. And I want you to focus on making sure that your head moves naturally as part of an extension of the spine, the neck moving naturally, going the opposite way as well. You find the shoulders move in a different way, the hips move in a different way, and we get a little softness across the elbows to encourage some muscular support. So this is like a sassy cat, and we're doing 3 in each direction, and then coming to center for a little downward dog. Tuck the toes under, lifting the belly as you extend the tailbone upward, pressing chest to thighs and heels gently easing towards the mat. As it's the first down dog of the practice, taking an opportunity to do a little walking dog, one heel and then the other, keeping the back of the neck nice and relaxed, pressing into the fingertips as well as the heels of the hands. And we're going to start with our left leg, bringing the feet together. We'd lift the left leg up as high as feels comfortable. It doesn't need to get anywhere in particular. Your legs don't need to be straight. But from here, we're going to draw the left knee in and place the left foot to the outside of the left hand. So here, we're in a little lunge position. We're dropping the right knee down and simply reaching back to that right foot with the left hand. And then letting the right foot relax down and doing that 2 more times. Lifting and reaching back. 1 more time, lifting and reaching back. And then we're going to create a little bit of space between the right hand and the left foot to lightly step the right foot through. So we end up in a seated pose. And here in our seat, we're trying to create a sense of lift through the body. We're lifting with the arms as well. And then gently rounding forward to reach towards the feet. We don't have to get very far, but the idea is to create a rounded back. Draw the hands back towards the hips. Reach up again, maybe leaning slightly back, and then gently rounding forward. Scooping the belly in as you go. 1 more time. Gently rounding forward. If that doesn't suit your back for any reason, you can stick with just reaching upwards. At the top of this movement, we're going to tuck the tailbone under, scoop the belly in, and gently, slowly lie down onto the mat, using the belly muscles as brakes there. And we're going to reach the left arm over the head, bend the right knee, and then just use a little bit of effort from that right foot to roll to the left and find ourselves on our bellies, forehead on the floor, feet pressing towards the mat as well. Roll the shoulder blades towards each other, firm the belly and the buttocks, maybe press the pubic bone down for a gentle cobra. We're going to lift a little, trying not to lift with the chin, but with the back of the head, and gently lower. One more time, lifting, and gently lowering. Very good. And then reaching, excuse me, the left arm up so that we create a little space. We can bend the right knee, send the right foot all the way over the body, roll all the way over onto the right side, and use both hands to press up into a seated pose, which is almost like Janu Shirshasana. And then in this seated pose, we're going to take the back of the right hand, sweep it across the body towards the left foot and up, and then take that right hand and place it down behind the right hip, lift the hips and reach the left arm all the way around the body. So we're doing figure of 8 arms, sitting tall, taking the back of the right hand towards the left foot and up over your head, placing the right hand down to support, lifting the hips, taking the left arm around the body. One more time. Sweeping right hand to left foot and up. I've got a creaky bit of floor here. And then reaching in the opposite direction for a baby wild thing. And then here, we're going to bring the left foot in and gently spin on our bottom so we face the back of the mat from where we started. And we're going to keep going to the right. Place the right hand down behind you, then the left. Turn yourself into this little crouching position and then take a downward facing dog. And we can do the whole thing to the other side. So give yourself a little wiggle in your dog, maybe a wiggle of the hips, whatever feels good. And when you're ready, you can lift the right leg up, trying to get it nice and high if you can. There's no need to get the leg straight. And then from here, we're going to step the right foot just outside the right hand, drop the left knee down and reach back to the left toes with the right hand. We'll do that 2 more times. So reaching back to the left toes with the right hand. And one more time. We get this lovely twist in our lunge, but also an opportunity to open up the front of the left leg there. And then making a nice wide space between the right foot and the left hand, stepping the left foot through. Find yourself sitting nice and upright. And this time, if you wish to, you can lean out of your hips so you create a longer lever with your back or a straighter back to reach down towards your toes, making sure you open the chest on the way up so you get a back bend and then a forward bend. It helps your muscles to find a bit more length. Nice lift through the belly and reaching forward for the 3rd time. As you come up this time, we're going to keep the arms lifted, really scoop the belly in, round through the spine to slowly release yourself down onto your back. And then taking the right arm to the right side of the, up past the right side of the ear. We're going to bend the left foot, use it for support to roll to the right and find ourselves lying on our bellies ready for cobra again. Elbows close to the body, gently pressing into the feet, firming the belly and the buttocks. And then here in your cobra, if you wish to, instead of going up and down as we did last time, you can gently do a sway of the chest from side to side. If you prefer to go up and down, you go for it. A gentle bob, swaying the chest from side to side. When you're ready, you can come back to center, reach the right arm up, and then bending the left knee, just let the left foot travel across the body and keep rolling to the left, using the hands to push yourself up into a seated pose. Apologies for having my back towards you, but you know what we're doing, so it's all good. I'm going to reach the arms wide, turn the back of the left hand and sweep it across towards the right foot, and then spiral the arms so the left hand comes behind the left hip and reaching the right arm around the body as you do a nice baby wild thing, lifting the hips. I'm just going to shift myself ever so slightly back, and you can do that too, of course. Sweeping the left hand towards the right foot, up and over, support the body with the left hand behind the left buttock, and then reaching the right arm up and over
in your baby wild thing. One more time. Circling the arms, keeping this beautiful shape of the legs, but just taking the effort into different parts of the body. And then when you're ready, you can gently fold that right leg in and spin yourself around so you're facing the back of your mat. You're going to turn to the left, place the left hand down and then the right hand down, and just give the hips a little sway. And then from here, we'll take a downward facing dog and a waving vinyasa to finish. So you can do this with the knees on the floor, of course, but if you'd like to, just letting the hips come towards the heels, press off the feet round through the spine. As your shoulders come over your hands, glide your shoulder blades down, firm belly, firm buttocks, nice and buoyant across the wrists, knees, and elbows. And coming back to downward facing dog. We'll just do one more like that. Dropping hips towards heels, pressing off the feet to round through the spine, skip the belly in, glide the shoulders down to open your chest. Doing a little, just a wriggle around in your up dog if it feels good. And then coming back down, to down dog. Give yourself one final wiggle here. And then either taking child's pose or lying flat on your belly. Maybe turning the palms upwards if you're in child's pose. Letting everything settle to the floor. A few deep breaths. And from here you can start the video again and do another round. Or you can take a little relaxation, which would be good. Or you can go on about your day. I hope you've enjoyed this short, but it's a short sequence that packs a lot into it. So there's nearly every kind of movement, lots of different things going on with the hips as well. A lovely thing to do on days when you feel really warm to begin with. I hope you've enjoyed it. And remember, there is a longer video with more rounds with a few more postures added in as well. Namaste.